Hi, folks. How are you? It wasn't showing me live. It wasn't like it just was spinning, spinning, spinning. So if I'm sitting here looking all funny, it's because my thing was just spinning, spinning, spinning. Anyway, how are you all today? I hope y'all are having a great Monday, a great first day of your week. Um, and so let's see here. I want to sprinkle the love, so I had to stop and think for a minute. I'm like, okay. Okay. Um, I had to go an hour early today. I'll explain once I get myself sprinkled all out there in all the places. There is an event later today that okay, where is my group? Whoops. I normally don't have to like search for all of that, but anyway, um today Facebook is being difficult for me and finding my groups. All right. Think we found everything. I think I'm there. Hey D, happy to be here. I'm happy you're here. I know it's a different time, but I had to go earlier because there's actually an event. If you're part of the Crafty Bunch, which I'm a member of the Crafty Bunch, there's an event today that starts at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. maybe Eastern, no, Central Time. It's metal, so playing with metals, and I'm gonna be live in there at 4:45, I think. 4:45 Eastern Time. I get so confused between the Eastern Time and the Central Time because events are in Central and then I'm in Eastern, and I have to remember what my time slot is there and then do the math. Not that the math is hard, but then I have to remember which direction to go, which, sometimes I get caught up in all of that. But anyway, I just say I'm time zone challenged. So how are y'all on Monday? My name is Amanda with Simply Flamazing Art, the Creative Course Collab, the Creative Curiosities Paper Notions Pack, and a proud member of the Crafty Bunch. Whew, that's a whole lot, right? That's a whole lot. Anyway, but we are here to do 20 minutes of paint with me. Now, what is that? So it's based off the rule of 100 hours. And it says if you do something for 18 minutes a day, every day, you will be, or for 100 hours, which is almost every day, you'll be 95% better than anyone in your field. I say that if we do something for 20 minutes a day, because we do Monday through Friday, and because it's just an easy time number, right? That we'll be 95% better than when we started. And so we're doing something new today because on Friday we finished up our Rosie the Riveter. And so we finished her up, and you can go back. You can watch my replays on YouTube. That helps me greatly. You can find me out there and follow, whatever they do out there in YouTube land, subscribe, I think it's called. And you can do that, and you can see all of my 20-minute videos and see all the projects we've done to date. And I hope you decide to grab your paints, grab some brushes, and come along and paint with me. I've been painting on basically this paper, different colors, but this paper, and it's about the same feel, the same weight as just regular copy paper. Okay, very, very much the same. So if you don't have the ephemera paper, don't worry about it. Just paint on regular copy paper. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to be putting all of these into a art journal that then we can go back and we can see what we have done. I've got to go find the date for Friday and actually put the date on here. Anybody know what Friday's date was? Today's the 9th. Saturday was the 7th, so the 6th. Is that right? The 6th? I think so. It's close enough. And that way, when I put it in the journal, we'll be able to see the ones prior to this, and then this one, and then we'll see our progress. Hopefully, I'll set it up there. I have not completed my journal yet. I have not worked in my journal yet. So today I have some questions for you. And I'm going to turn down because it's just easier for you to see this and not see me all big. So, wanted some voting on what we do next. I've got this awesome little pumpkin that has all of these like checks and little, just interesting little things. It's very much Alice in Wonderland feel, a spunk, maybe like a little steampunky. I don't know what it is exactly, but I kind of like it. And so I have that. So that's option A. And then option B is really the same thing. I just kind of printed two different versions, but there's like, this will be more the feel of it, this whimsical, more the feel of what I'm thinking. But I printed basically the colors of, I saw the sticker. So this is basically would represent Yo-Yo and Kai. And so, and that's how I would do the colors of the dog and cat here. Hey, Mara, how are you? So tell me, A or B? And so I hope you're doing good. I so wanted to be at that at the retailers retreat the past weekend, but I can't travel. So A, you're voting for A. Okay. So we got one vote for A. And any other votes? Or else we'll go. You're killing me. I love them all. A and then B next. Okay, we can do that. We can do A first and then we can do B. All right, I'll set B over here because when we finish A, we will do B. Okay, I got another one for A. Okay. All right, now I'm going to pick a color out of all of my papers here that I think would be really cool for this pumpkin. I'm thinking that one's our winner, guys. A or B? Y'all tell me A or B for the paper. I'm kind of loving this, but this might be a little too heavy. Although I do have that side too. So I could do this side. Or I could do this side. So I don't know that there's much difference between this and this as far as like the stuff on it. This is definitely that I think would be distracting from our pumpkin. So the lighter one. Okay. Hey Cindy, how are you? We're making some decisions here. Of which one to put our pumpkin on. The lighter one. Yeah. Okay. So now I've got to decide, do I want it like that or like that? You love that pumpkin? Oh, good, because that's what we're doing. And it's 20 minutes of paint with me, and we're doing this pumpkin. And so it might be a little bit of a challenge, but I think we're up for it. What do y'all think? We're gonna give it our best shot. And I'm hoping not to spill this all over me. No, I didn't. Anyway, got a little orange going down because, of course, we're gonna want to kind of get our pumpkin in here and decide what we want, and then we'll decide what our shapes within those ridges, we're gonna call them ridges, are gonna be. And so I'm gonna get a pencil going, and 20 minutes. So part of painting is part of drawing, and so we're gonna count that too. And so we're gonna sketch in our pumpkin. We can always adjust anything that we want to adjust. And so with their pumpkin, but I kind of want to get these like, I want to have all these different ridges, right? Because that's what really brings this pumpkin and it makes it just like go, wow. So I want to make sure we're like getting in all of those, yet giving it room for what it needs, right? A pumpkin is really easy to draw, guys. Do not like, it's probably one of the easiest things to learn drawing techniques on because it's just a bunch of C's go in one direction and then opposite C's, like backwards C's go in the other direction. And so we're going to have a big pumpkin. This is like one of those ones that won the county fair. Tell me, does your town still do a county, where you live, do you do a county fair? And if so, have you ever entered anything into the county fair to be judged? Oh, we're gonna have a nice big pumpkin. I just stuck my finger in my orange paint. Of course I did. I'm the only person who can get paint on me and not have painted. Look at that big pumpkin. Oof. All right. And then I kind of want this, like, this is why I was like, do I want to go this way with my paper or do I want to go the other way? Because I kind of really love this, like, stem they have on there. And then we'll have some curly cues and all of that happening. Okay. All right. I'm loving it. Living in Dallas, Fort Worth area, there are always all kind of things going on with fairs and stuff. I'm sure there are. Does have a fair every year, and no, I have not entered anything. Okay. Ours, we still do. We still do have a fair. We used to have a really big fair every year. And then I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Our county got lame. We still do have a fair, but it's nothing like it was. It used to go for like a whole week, and you would have all kind of like things that were being judged and fun things happening and at the fair all week long. And it it was actually like a fun thing to be part of. And then I don't know what happened. I don't know if people just stopped going or if it just got too expensive or the place where the land, the owners of the land where it was at just decided no more. I don't know what happened, but it ended up getting moved. And now it's only like a weekend. And it's lame. I'm sorry, but it's kind of lame. And so I'm just putting some black down. Um, just to base coat this part, basically. We're going to go over top of it. You know we are. But I want this darker to be laying underneath all of that would go over top. Smaller towns outside of the metroplex have an actual county fair. Okay. Yeah. I used to have all kind of animals at the county fair. Now there are other little like counties around us that have the county fair still, but and really this year I didn't even hear much like advertisement or anything for them. Ours is primarily 4-H. Yeah, yeah. That's true for ours too. Um Especially the Orange County one. There's an Orange County here. And no, not the same Orange County as in California, but I'm in Virginia. For those that are new, I'm in Virginia. And there's Orange County, and they have the Orange County Fair. And that's still, well, last I've known, it was still a big fair. I'm just going to put some black around. Did I get the wrong one of these? Because one of them wants to split open, and that one wants to split open. So let me see. I think I got the wrong one. Me and my brushes, guys, I'm hard on my brushes. These brushes take a beating. My brushes take a beating. Yeah, I got the wrong one. I used to enter things in the Illinois state. Yeah. Nice. That's fun. I think I've entered a couple of things. I know one year my mom and we entered what did we enter? Was it a wedding cake? I think it was a wedding cake we entered. I don't remember. It wasn't a real cake, guys. It was decorated with real icing, but it wasn't a real cake. So, hey Sheila, how are you? We are doing a pumpkin. And I'm just doing some just general outlining. Ooh, some of this will go over as we put in our detail inside, and some of it will remain black. It doesn't matter. It's acrylic paint, and you can, easily go over acrylic paint. So if we have to, we can do white over it and then do a color if we really don't want it to show, or we can just let it kind of darken those creases for us as we paint our stuff. So we'll see. We were talking about county fairs. This is like one of those pumpkins one of those big pumpkins you would see at the county fair. This way we can kind of see that we like our structure, that we don't have anything we need to fix with our pumpkin structure, and that we're happy with it, right? So far, I think it looks like a pumpkin. Y'all know we're not too like, we don't get caught up on all those little details, because that just slows that, I won't say slows you down, but it kind of like will stop you in your tracks and worrying about every little detail. All right, so we got our basic pumpkin on there. We got a few more minutes. I kinda am loving, like, these black leaves that are coming out from the pumpkin. So while we're in this black, we're gonna go ahead and put some of those just kinda, like, out in here, and it'll just kinda map out our space here that we wanna take up. And so let's just put a few of these, like, y'all know leaves are not my thing, right? They're not my, like, I don't know what my thing is. Leaves are, but I know leaves are not like one of those things that I do such a great job at. We're gonna kind of put a leaf out there. Like basically, yeah, well, it's one of those things. It's like it's okay. And you can just keep working it, right? That's one of the principles behind the 20 minutes of paint with me is that you get better the more you do. And like with a leaf, the more I do them, the better they're gonna get. So if I force myself to do them right, so it's just like anything else. I should be doing this with like weight. Maybe that would help. It is true though. Doesn't matter what it is. The more you do or force yourself to do, even if it's uncomfortable, the better you get. And so, but it is kind of uncomfortable at first, but that's okay. So we'll put some others in around it. We're just playing with the black because we've got it in our paintbrush. It also shows that you don't have to actually do things like in any particular order. And plus, another reason is because when I get working in here, it's gonna take some time. And I don't know that I have the time left to really put what it needs in there. And so, but I can use my time of my 20 minutes working on improving my leaves. I'm like, yep, you also do that. You also learn how to fix what like happens that you're like, well, I don't know about. Like, well, I didn't quite intend on that happening. Y'all, I had a paint party on y'all have to go look at my post. If y'all haven't looked at the post, go on my Facebook. After my lab, guys, after my lab, go look. I had a paint party on Saturday night. I could not be more proud of those painters. We painted a fall pig. And that pig was not easy, guys. There was blending techniques in there. There's the fact that, it's an animal, you have to keep a certain shape to keep you like to know what the animal is. There's there's a lot happening in that painting, right? And they did such an amazing job. I was so proud of them. And but I posted some pictures of theirs and they did amazing. I was so proud because it was not easy, guys. And my youngest painter, he was 11. I love everyone who paints with me, and I love the connection, but when you're like, yes, but when, like, I love the young painters that come because it's just, you know, art's just it's one of those things, like, I think school has lost a lot of that because of funding and stuff, and then, which I get it because if, you only have so much money to spend in teaching, you know, kinda I hate to say it, but knowing math and reading and ability to not that art can't pay you well, but you need life skills in addition to, and it's just sad that they cut the arts, and they have to make that decision, I guess, to cut the arts to, educate the children and have everything else they need to have. And so, that's just kind of sad. And I know, they do the best they can, but it's just, I think that's sad. So I love it when my young painters paint with me. Um, and they did so good. It was two, a brother and a sister. He was 11, and I can't remember if she told me her age, but I would say she's either 13 or 14, something like that. And they did so good. I was so proud of theirs. But but all the painters, all of my adults that painted with me, they were so good. Because, those blending techniques are not easy, especially if it's your first time painting, and for some of them, it was their first time with me painting. It was their first time painting, and so and that's it's not easy, but they hung in, and their pigs looks amazing. And then I have ones who painted with me, before, and I know, and I mean, you would think like home ec would be one of those things that, or even like shop class, like how to use power tools, if nothing more, just like the basics of it. But all right. Since I have a little orange out here already, we're going to put a few little orange leaves in only because I have it out and I really haven't put it on my pumpkin yet. Um, And so we're gonna just put in a few little orange. We'll come back and we'll give them some detail and some stuff. We're just freehanding them in with some paint. It is they're not gonna be perfect, and that's okay. I really don't care. But yeah, it's kind of sad that, but you would think they would consider like in general accounting. Like, understanding how to balance a checkbook. Not that anybody knows what a checkbook is anymore, but like just managing your funds. You know what I mean? Like understanding like you can't go buy $100 worth of stuff if you don't have $100 in your checking account, you know? Oh, thank you, Sheila. I think so too. I was so just so like inspired by them. And so, but yeah, just general things like that, kids today, they need to learn. So see how this orange isn't covering this black? We'll fix that next time. But for right now, we're just going to get our basic, like here is the leaf. like layout, and we'll fix it at some point when we come back to these leaves. Now, tomorrow I will be live at noon. And so we'll come back and we'll worry about that later at another future time. We'll probably work on our pumpkin tomorrow. And so we will do that tomorrow, but we got our base down and I'm kind of loving it. We'll come in and we'll figure out like what our insides are going to look like and how we're going to chop them up. And then we're going to be laying down some paint tomorrow. So I hope y'all can come join me at noon tomorrow for another 20 minutes of Paint with me. Join me later today at 4:45 is my time in the Crafty Bunch. That is a free Facebook group. You can go join that group. There is crafting, there is creating, there is all kind of things in that group, painting, pardon me, happening all the time. So it's a free group to join. You can go join that group. I'll be live today, 4:45. I don't know what we're doing, but we're going to be doing something with metal. So we'll see. Anyway, I think I have 45 minutes. So that's exciting. And we'll see. We'll see what it is. I don't know what we're going to do, but we'll figure it out. I'll see you later. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Bye.